Right, so obviously getting a lot of comments when I announced there's going to be a breeding with Borbal Blade and AK Borbles. That's the AK Borbles up there, right? A lot of questions, a lot of negative things as well, which I always expect. So I'll run out some of it here, right? I will reiterate, these pups will not be mine. They'll be Gary's, right? Because he's the breeder. I don't know why you are asking me all these questions. I explained it clearly on the first video, right? But I'll run out some shit, right? It's going to be champion bloodlines. Obviously, me and Gary have got the fucking bloodlines in each of the male and the female. These are going to be top end, right? And a lot of you are writing in the comments, I'd like one, can I get one? You people will only get one. That's not how you get a fucking dog, right? It's no happening. People in the comments asking how much are they? That's not how it works, right? The dugs aren't even fucking pregnant. The dog isn't even pregnant. It's a year and a half or something away. So stop asking all these questions. It's irrelevant. And as to the people as well that are being negative and they're asking me like 5 questions in a fucking comment and I'm just writing back, it's none of your fucking business. Because I ken you're nitpicking at the breeding process because you're anti-fucking dog breeder folk, right? You are. How the fuck did you get your dogs? Because they get bred. What is the circle of life? How do fucking humans keep populating the world? They breed. You need that to keep mating new people. It's the same with animals. How can you purchase something if nothing is getting bred? You know what I'm saying? A lot of you are all, are you getting this done, you that done, is he that? It's none of your business. And that's why I respond to you that way, because you are nitpicking, trying to find holes in the breeding, right? Everything will obviously be above board. Everything will have to be. You'll get paperwork. You'll get the family tree history. Blade's SAB registered. Gary's got Blade's fucking family tree if he's still got it. I've got it anyway. Because he helped me get it. Because Gary breeds. He understands. He shows dogs. He gets his dogs appraised. Things like that, right? They're world champion bloodlines. They're going to be. Of course they are. Because they're going to be show dogs if you want to use them as a show dog. If you want a gird dog, they can be used as gird dogs. That's what Borbals Jobs are. That's what they're meant to be used for. They're no nonsense dogs. Tom, Dick or Harry, just because you like the look of it, aren't they fucking getting them? They're fucking dangerous. They've got like the 5th most fucking powerful bite force of any dogs. They could weigh up to 200 pounds. That's like 14 stone. Do you know what I mean? Some of these are clues. And price-wise, a lot of you will be shocked how expensive they are, right? When you're buying top of the range. Go and speak to a breeder like I have before I got mine. I spoke to many breeders in the UK and ended up importing. Importing ended up being slightly cheaper for the dog, but it was overall more expensive. Blade cost over £4,200, just to put it in the context. Pre-COVID, so that was 5 years ago, right? Bladey sale was £2,300, right? Pre-COVID, 5 years ago, right? If you speak to breeders down England, they're easily £3,000 plus. Noxterra Borbals, I've spoke to them. I ken how much they go for. And these big breeders down England, their bloodlines are no better than what breeding has gone on here. This is what it is. He kens what he's talking about. I ken enough about Borbals to ken what I'm talking about. I ken the best ones in the world. I've done all the research. So it's not a case of I want one. Can you even afford one? Well, you get one. These puppies will fly off the shelf. We ken this, right? Because everybody kens who Blade is. It's not necessarily got to do with what bloodline in that. It's just because of who Blade is, but you're getting the best bloodlines as well. There'll be a waiting list the length of my cock on Viagra, I can assure you, right? And they'll sell like that. I ken they will. And this is the only breeding, if you've watched this far, half of you watch the videos long enough to get all the information. The only breeding Blade will ever had. Blade will never produce any other Borbal puppy on this planet. This is the only one he's ever going to do. So, nearer the time, you speak to Gary, right? When the dog's impregnated, and then you talk to him. I'll hate one rule that I talk to Gary before he sells them. That's my only rule I'll have, right? But apart from that, it's all down to Gary because he's the fucking breeder. And whoever gets one of these dogs will be air the fucking moon because you're getting some of the best bloodlines that money could fucking buy. And you can Blade's nature in that, so there's a good chance it might have a nice nature like Blade. It's no guaranteed breeding 2 good fucking male and female that you get good dogs. You get bad dogs generally. It happens in life, right? But It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like how I noticed Blade's dad on the internet, Tarzan, right? And I was like, I wouldn't mind getting one of them. I didn't go in the comment section of fucking YouTube and start writing, I get a puppy, how much is that, how much is that? I went and spoke to the fucking breeder. And then I spoke to breeders in the UK and I decided to import. Blades, a Portuguese import. His mum and dad were flown out to Portugal at 9 months old. Blade was conceived there. Gary's fucking one is straight for South Africa. So all this pish for South Africans that I always say, they're bigger and this in South Africa. These dogs are fucking for South Africa. It wouldn't matter where they're born. You know what I mean? Gary's is coming straight for South Africa. Blade's mum and dad were imported across for South Africa. So there you go. Long video. Half of they watch it long enough anyway. But there's the information, right? Stay tuned. Late next year. Shit'll be happening.